Dear Sangha, good morning. Very nice to see you all. Are you sitting comfortably? Are you sitting straight, beautifully, like a Buddha? Now we're going to listen to 3 sounds of the bell. We listen to the bell in order to enjoy being here with each other, but first of all to enjoy our in-breath and our out-breath. Can everyone enjoy their in-breath and out-breath? Do you know when you're breathing in and breathing out? You do? You do? Are you sure? Now we will try, huh? You will breathe in and out 3 times with each sound of the bell. If there are 3 sounds of the bell, how many times will you breathe in and out? How many? 3. 3 trees. Yeah. 9. Good. 9. Yeah, that should be 9. So please give us plenty of time, brother, to breathe in and out 3 times between each sound of the bell. Thank you. Right, you want to put your hand on your abdomen or wherever you like, on your heart. Wonderful. Thank you. Now I have 2 questions for the children. Maybe the adult can ask themselves the same question. The first question is there a lion in you? Yesterday we saw a frog on the plate in ours. Then today I ask, is there a lion in you? If there is, please put up your hand. Oi, not many lions, huh? Có con sư tử trong con không? Không hả? Trời ơi. Right. Okay, thank you. That is the first question. It's nice to see that we have some lions with us. Good. Second question. Are you ready? Are you ready for second question? Yes, huh? Okay. Is there a monkey in you? If there is, put up your hand. Oh, there's more monkeys than lions. Oh, okay, thank you for letting us know. Now I'm going to tell you a story that the Buddha told about a lioness, huh? That is a female lion, and monkey, and some monkeys. The Buddha told that story. So I'm telling it again. So one time, I think in that time there were lions in India. There was a mother lion. And that mother lion, in her womb, she had a baby lion. A baby lion, which had not yet been born, but she already had it in her womb. One day, she was very, very hungry. She needed to have something to eat. And she saw a deer. And the deer can run quite fast. And the lions can also run quite fast. And the mother lion, she ran after the deer. And they came to and then you know the deer can jump, huh? They came to a big ditch, and the deer jumped over the ditch, and the mother lion jumped over the ditch. But when she was jumping over the ditch, it put too much pressure on her abdomen, and the lion cub fell out. And so the lion cub was lying in the bottom of the ditch, and mother is so hungry, she just kept running after, and her little lion cub is in the ditch. And then nearby, there were some monkeys, and they saw this baby lion, and they thought, oh, let's take care of this baby lion. It needs some milk. So they took the baby lion back with them, and one of the mother monkeys who had milk gave the milk to the baby lion. And so after that, the lion cub lived with the monkeys and learned to speak the monkey language. You know what the monkey language sounds like? Something like that. That is, something like that is the monkey language. Actually, that is not the language of the lion. The language of the lion is different. But the baby lion learned the monkey language. And so the baby lion also learned how to go like the monkeys. So one day, when the lion is a little bit bigger, it was out playing on its own, and the lioness, who had lost her baby, she was walking past, and she saw that little lion with no mother, no father, and she thought, oh, that is my baby. And she was so happy. So she came up to the little lion, and she said, my child, you are my baby. And the little lion was he was very upset. He said, I'm not your baby. I belong to the monkey family. And then the mother lion, she followed her breath a bit. She was not happy, but she thought, now I have to look deeply. I have to find a way to help my baby see that they really are mine, not someone else's. So she left. She said, oh, okay, so she left. And then she knew where she could find the little lion. So the next day, she came back. And she came to the lion, and she said, I'm sorry. I made a mistake. I thought you were my little lion cub, but I recognize that actually you belong to the monkey family. So I'm sorry about that. But would you like to come and play with me all the same? So the lion cub said, oh, okay. And so the lion cub went and played with mother. So in that place there was a big lake, a very deep lake with a lot of very dark water. And you know that when there is a deep lake with a lot of dark water, everything is reflected in it. So the mother lion, you know mother lions, they walk very lions, they walk very beautifully. They walk very mindfully. Have you seen a lion walking? I don't know, but they walk mindfully. And they went to the lake. And then the mother lion, she knelt down by the side of the lake, and the lion cub knelt down by the side of the lake, and they look in the water. And then the mother lion put her paw in the water, and the baby lion put the paw in the water, and they saw, and the baby lion said, "Oh, that's me. I'm putting my paw in the water, and that is me." And so then the baby lion had a little bit of a, he didn't look like a monkey. He thought he looked like a monkey because he saw all his monkey brothers and sisters. He never looked in the lake before. But now he saw, oh, I'm a lion. I'm like her. Oh. And then the mother lion, she made a roar. She went, I don't know if I can do it. Huh? Ah! You know, the lion roar is very loud. You can hear it 5 kilometers away. It's 113 decibels, very loud. And then the baby lion would try to, and he went, "Arr!" Oh, and so at that point, sorry, didn't mean to make you frightened. Oh dear, I am so sorry. Oh. And then I'm not going to roar anymore, don't worry. And then the baby lion recognized, I'm a lion. I'm not a monkey. Now, when I asked you before, are you a lion? Are you a monkey? I think it's true. We are all lions. We are all monkeys. You know why? Because the human species came on this planet very late. And before the human species came, we have the lion species and monkey species already there. So there must be monkey and lion in each of us. So monkeys, they don't really know how to practice walking meditation. They like to go from a branch to branch. They leave one branch and then go to another. And we all have that monkey in us. The other day, when I was in New Hamlet, we were practicing a walking meditation. I have 2 little girls, one on each side of me. And we came to a place where there were some little boys. They were playing football. And they were in the path. We wanted to go down the path. And I didn't join my palms. I was holding my hand to the children. And I said, dear boys, would you like to join us? We are practicing walking meditation. And so they said, okay. Yeah. And so they joined. So when you're playing football, you are more like a monkey. And you have every right to be a monkey. Nobody tell you you should not be a monkey. And when you play like that, it is your monkey nature, and you have every right to be that. But when you practice walking meditation, you can be a lion. You can walk like a lion. So when somebody says, would you like to join the walking meditation? You say, okay, I will now turn into my lion self. So that is a story told by the Buddha. The Buddha said, we all have the lion nature in us. We have to remind ourselves sometimes when we need to be strong, when we need to do what we feel we must do, what we ought to do. We have to remember our lion nature and not to try and forget by jumping from branch to branch. Now, before we say goodbye to the children, because on that day, I also invited the children to invite the bell. But then I saw that maybe they have not learnt how to invite the bell. Now I would like to ask all the children, you have learnt, huh? Have you learnt? You learned, huh? Come and sit next to me. Right, good. What do you do? Do you learn with this little bell? Did you learn with this one? Don't drop it, huh? Promise, huh? All right, put your hand very straight. Right, good. All right, where shall I put? Here? Now everybody will learn how to, you show also how to do, huh? Put your hand up to show everybody. Now we're all learning how to invite the bell. Please put your hand as straight as you can. Maybe a little bit bent at the end, so it's really straight, and the bell doesn't get in touch with too much of your hand. Good. Good, huh? No, keep your hand straight, huh? But don't let it fall, it'll break. Right, breathe in, huh? Breathe in and out 3 times. Breathe in and out 3 times. Breathe in and out 3 times. No, wait. All right, you finished. Oh, sorry. Your breath quicker than mine. Huh? Yeah, not bad. Did you all hear the bell? Good, then it's not bad. 3 times is enough. Now, one thing you forgot. So his hand, no, sit here. His hand is much less shaky than mine, but so that's good. Huh? When you're my age, I don't know if you get shaky like me. Right. So, one thing you forgot is wake up. Do you remember now? You wake up the bell before you invite it, so people know. So we wake up. Then we breathe in, breathe out, and then we invite. Right, thank you. You are released. Now, one other person who can invite the bell and remember to wake it up. Come and sit here. Go on. Huh? Good. You're going to put on your right hand, are you? Yes. Yes, okay, good. Where do you want to put? Here? Solid, huh? Good. Breathe first. Yeah, can you do a bit louder wake up? Good. Good. Right. That's very nice. Thank you very much. Now, I think that all the children can learn while you're here because we have plenty of bells. But when you go home, will you have a bell? You may not, because bells are quite expensive, and your mum and dad, they may not be able to buy a bell for you. So don't worry. Don't say, Mum, you have to buy me a bell, otherwise I will be very unhappy. because there is something else you can do. One time there was a school teacher living in Canada, and he came to Plum Village and he learnt how to stop when we hear the sound of the bell. And he thought, how wonderful, I can take that back to my classroom. We can have a bell in the classroom. And then he asked in the school, they say, no, you cannot bring a bell into the classroom. That is religion. We are not allowed to have religion in the classroom. So then he told the children in the class, oh, we can't have a bell, because he already promised that he would bring a bell. He said, oh, we can't have a bell. And then the children say, never mind, we have an idea. And they said, when we need a sound of the bell, we will clap our hands. So, if you don't have a bell, you have two hands. At home, if you don't have a bell and you think we need a sound of the bell, and then everybody knows the secret, you have to stop and breathe. Yeah, thank you very much. That is good enough. Listen to the sound of the bell. Right, breathe. So now I want to say something more about the lion nature in you. Sometimes your mother and your father, được không? Ça va, hả? Ça ne marche pas, hả? Marche pas, hả? Sometimes your mother and your father are not happy. Maybe they have a little bit of an argument together. And at that point, you need to ask your lion nature to come up in you. And you have, listen, this may be helpful for you. When you feel that your mother and father, or just your mother or just your father, are not happy, then you have something you can do. You see maybe a tear in your father's eye, tear in your mother's eyes. There's something you can do. You ask your lion nature to come up, and you say, Mummy or Daddy, is there a cake in the refrigerator? That is the mantra, huh? Is there a cake in the refrigerator? And you try and you go and find something in the refrigerator. You put on the table and you say, let's sit down and enjoy. You find something you can enjoy together. Yeah, some children have done that and it's successful. But you have to have the lion nature to be brave enough to do that. Now, one last thing. Did you do this yet in the children program? Did you do this yet? Vous n'avez pas fait encore, hein? Oh. These little pebbles, they come from Africa. They come from a country called Botswana. They are called carnelian. Yeah, they come from Africa. One friend from Africa brought them for me. She said, please take them and show them to the children. So then I'm doing what she asked me to do. Now we're going to ask somebody to come up here and invite the bell. Children program, please. Yes, please. You know, oui. Good. Good here. Remember, wake up, huh? So here, oh, I'm sorry, orchid. So I put my 5 pebbles on one side. And when I hear the sound of the bell, I'm going to lift up 1 pebble. Right. Wake it up, huh? And then invite 1 sound. Éveillez, éveillez. Oui. Right. I pick up my pebble. I put it in my hand. I breathe in and out 3 times. And now we will listen to, you don't, on n'a pas besoin d'éveiller la cloche, on va l'inviter seulement, une fois. Oui. I pick up my second pebble. It is called a flower, a lotus flower or any kind of flower you like. I put it in my hand. I breathe in and out, and I am a flower. Please be a flower. Can you be a flower? Une fleur. Now un autre son de la cloche. I pick up my third pebble. I put it in my hand. And now I am a mountain. I'm very solid, very straight, very firm. I breathe in and out as a mountain. Right. Une montagne, huh? Maintenant, and now I pick up a pebble. No, now I listen to the sound of the bell. Une autre son de cloche. I pick up my pebble. I put it in my hand. I am that deep lake which reflects everything. I just allow everything beautiful to reflect in me. This is my last pebble. I pick it up. I put it in my hand. Now I feel a lot of space inside and a lot of space around me. I enjoy all the space inside of me and around me. You can find pebbles on the beach, you can find pebbles anywhere. They don't have to be like these pebbles. Please put them in your breathing corner in your room, in a room in your house, breathing corner. And whenever you need to be a flower, quand tu as besoin d'être une fleur ou une montagne, you just go and you pick up one of your pebbles and you become a flower, you become a mountain. It's very important for our world. Now we're going to listen to 1 sound of the big bell. Tu peux t'asseoir. Là-bas. Merci beaucoup aux enfants. On va écouter un son de la cloche. Breathe. One of our ancestral teachers Plum living in the 14th century in Vietnam, say something like miễn lược lòng rỗi, chẳng cần phép khác. As long as your mind and body are at ease, you do not need any other practice. It's very nice, huh? I think that our teacher of this lifetime also practiced that. I received that teaching. Yeah. So, we have a book, it's called Intimate Conversation with the Buddha, about touching the earth. And in that book, there is, in that book we talk to the Buddha. We have a passage to read and then we touch the earth. And one of the passages we read is about how the Buddha managed to live with the mind and the body at ease. And we also want to practice that. And this is how the passage goes. It is like our friends who are touching the earth, they are talking about their daily life. There are those of us, cái này là xem pháp địa xúc, xin lỗi không có nói trước. There are those of us who have to drive or take the train for an hour to go to work, and at the end of the day, another hour to go home. Once we arrive home, we are already tired, but still we have to cook, eat, and tidy up. Day after day, we live like that because we have to pay the mortgage, the utility bills, and the taxes. Then there are other causes we have to deal with, other issues we have to deal with, like sickness, unemployment, car accidents. All of this means we are constantly under pressure, fearful and anxious. Many of us are always running. As we do one thing, we just want to finish it as quickly as possible so we can do something else. So there is always work to do. And we have a habit energy of always doing something. We cannot bear it if we have nothing to do. And life passes by like a dream. We do not want to live like that. We want to be at ease and live deeply each moment of our daily life. We want to practice dwelling happily in the present moment. Yeah. So I don't know if some of that or all of that resonate with you, but many people in the world, they live like that. And eventually life comes to an end. So we make the deep aspiration, I don't want to live like that. And we touch the earth. We touch the earth before the Buddha, or we touch the earth before the mountain, or we touch the earth before the forest, or the tree, and we hug the tree, and we make that vow. I will not continue to live a life where I'm always running. Yeah. At work, we We have to find ways that we have time to breathe, time to walk mindfully. We can organize our life so that when we can either do walk part of the way, walking meditation to our workplace. That is what I decided after I went to my first retreat and learned about walking meditation. I decided, okay, I will go early. I won't take the bus, and I will walk mindfully to work. Or we can just choose a small place. We can just choose a path that we have to take every day. And we can make that path a sacred place. In the Hermitage, there is where Thai used to live, there is a flight of stairs. And Thai said that he never lost mindfulness when walking up and down those stairs. And because of that, those stairs have a very sacred energy. Yeah. You can feel it, even though for 12 years Thai has not walked on those stairs. The energy is still there. So somehow we need to produce that kind of energy in our environment. It could be from the car park to your office or something, but you must choose that place. And you must train. And I have also trained like this. And the training consists, you have to have time. You cannot be running. The training consists that if you lose mindfulness, you start thinking about this and that, which has nothing to do with anything in the present moment. You have to go back to the beginning and start all over again. So sometimes you see me walk up the stair halfway and then I lose my mindfulness, I go back down. But I go back down in mindfulness and then I come up again. Yeah. So that is a training. And when we train on our stairs, we can carry that over to other places. When we have to go to visit someone in the hospital, we don't feel very peaceful, we can bring that mindful step into the hospital. Another thing that I found very useful, and this is thanks to my Sangha, the no device day. Actually, I look forward to that day very much. And because I love it so much, I made 3 device days a week. No device, sorry. 3 no device days, 4 device days. Yeah. So that is a bit annoying for some people. Well, I don't blame them. When they want to get in touch with me and it's my no device day, I can understand their frustration. But I also have to take care of myself. So if I am skillful, I will find a way to tell my dear friends, I'm sorry, tomorrow I have a no device day. Please, I won't be able to communicate by telephone. So just like we have no car day, we can have no device day. And if you really like it, you can make it longer. You can have no device morning or no device afternoon, but you do it. Yeah, you make the commitment. This morning, this or that afternoon, that particular day, every week will be no device. And you will find it so enjoyable. Maybe you already know this. Yeah. So yesterday, or the day before yesterday, when were we in New Hamlet? I don't know. The day before yesterday, Thầy Fabli said that I will talk about no birth and no death. So at that time I thought, oh, I don't think I'm going to talk about no birth and no death. I don't know if it will be useful. Yeah. Maybe we have to come back to that, but I'm not sure. But I would like to talk a bit about communication in the family. I know that we've all practiced beginning anew in this retreat. And sometimes when we suffer because of our partner or somebody in the family, we think they're making me suffer. But we forget they are suffering too. And now we have learned the practice of mindful breathing. We can take that practice a little bit further into what is called deep listening. So when my partner really irritates me, doesn't seem to care about me, instead of saying, look, you have to listen to me, you have to hear all about my suffering, you say, I'm going to listen to you. I want to hear about your difficulties, even though that person is not behaving like we would like them to behave. But still we know that they have suffering. And we know we've learned how to breathe. We can sit and listen to their suffering. Of course, you have to feel you can do that. You have to feel, I'm ready to listen to that person's suffering. They may not know anything about the practice, anything about loving speech, mindful breathing, but you say to them, dear one, I know that sometimes I can be unskillful and I can make you suffer. I would like to ask you, if you can, to let me know how I make you suffer. Because if I know, I will try very hard not to do that. And then you just open up the space for that person to let you know, and you sit and you breathe. And you listen, you don't close your eyes. You look at that person and you think, I'm here in order to help my partner suffer less, to help my daughter, my son suffer less. And I just want to listen. I know that you, from time to time, they will say things and you think, oh, I never did that. But don't do like this. Oh. You just sit and you listen and you breathe. And you think, and you say to yourself, I'm sitting here in order for the compassion to help the person suffer less. And you just smile and you accept whatever they said. And then when they finish speaking, someone once told me that when they practice like that, they said, and they really said it with their whole heart, please tell me about your suffering. I want to hear, so I don't make you suffer like I have done in the past. The partner, who happened to be a man, by the way, cried. So we can give people that opportunity if we know how to breathe, if we know how to walk mindfully, if we know how to take care of our suffering. If we don't, we will not be able to do it. When that person says something that we feel really is not right, a real wrong perception, we tense up and we cannot listen anymore. So you may start off with a very good intention. I really want to listen. But then you listen for a bit and you don't want to listen anymore. So if you find that happens with you, then what you have to do is say, maybe you don't join your palm because that person not used to joining palms. And you say, oh, thank you for sharing this. I really need to think about it, to absorb it. And I hope that tomorrow we can sit down again, you can share some more. Yeah. That'll give you a chance to go out and do walking meditation. So now we listen to the sound of the bell. So that is the case when the person you want to do beginning anew with doesn't know anything about the practice. But if you want to do beginning anew and you feel that the other person is open a little bit to the practice, you can do in a slightly different way. So you prepare yourself beforehand with a pen and a paper. And you ask yourself, you're having difficulties with someone in your family. And you feel that maybe you can work together on this. And so you start on your own, unilateral disarmament, and you write down this, what does this person do that irritate me so much? So you write down what they do that irritate you so much. And then you ask the next question, how do I respond when they do this? And so you write down what happened in your mind, what happened in your body when that person does that thing. Then you ask the third question, how could I respond differently? And you write down how you think you could respond differently. So if both partners can do that, son and mother, son and father, mother and father, I don't know, but if both partners can do that, then you can share the result of your looking deeply together. And then you can tell the other person what they do that irritate you, and what you are going to do, what you want to do in order to react differently. And then you might say, maybe we can have a sign. When you do this thing that irritates me, maybe I can just put my hand on my heart. I don't have to react. I can just put my hand on my heart so that you know that I'm getting a little bit irritated. Yeah. And we had a practice in the early days of Plum Village, which nobody liked to do very much, but some of us were brave enough to do. And that is on days when we got out of bed on the wrong side. That we do not feel very good when we get up and we think, oh dear, this is going to be a difficult day. So on days like that, we have a badge and we say, and that badge says fragile, don't touch. So not many people in the Sangha were happy to do that, to wear that badge. But some of us did. And when we did, people, oh, I'll be careful. Yeah. So another thing that maybe when our children begin to be 5 years old or more, we can have what is called a family council. So that when mother and father need to make decisions, they can share with the children. And the children, when they have difficulties, can share with the parents. So we have a chance to sit together, and if mother and father, or if you're a single parent, sorry, I always say mother and father, it could be mother or father, yeah, have some decision to make. They can share with the children and ask the children how they feel about this new move that we are going to make. And if the children have any ideas or any suggestions. Because sometimes the children have a very good insight. In our community, when we first came to Blue Cliff Monastery, we had a family who live close by, and they all practice. I think it's grandmother, parents, mother and father, and 3 children. And they had this thing about the television. They brought the television to the family council. So for the, should we have a television or not? That was the first question. And I think the parents rather hoped we would say, no, we won't have television. But the children want to have television. I think it may be different now. This was 20, 30 years ago, but I use the television as an example. And so the children, they really want to have television. So the parents said, okay, we will have television, but we have to use television intelligently. So how are we going to use it? At the beginning of the week, we will look and see what all the programs that are going to be on the television. And we will decide how much viewing time we have. So we decide every day how much time we have for television. Do we have time every day or every other day? And what are the programs we want to watch this week? So together we decide. And sometimes the parents think, no, we don't want to watch that program. But the children, they really want to watch that program. So the parents practice a little bit of letting go. But there is one condition, that after we have watched the program, the family council has to gather and we have to say how we feel. What kind of seeds were watered in me when we listened to that program? Did they water the seed of compassion? Or did it water the seed of fear? And so on. And so the children learnt how to give feedback to themselves after they have watched something. So I think it's the same if you have no device day or no device time. If you can have a family council, and the children who've been here, they have experience of no device. So how we decide together how much no device time are we going to have during the week. So sometimes in the family, a cat dies, dog dies, or what else can happen? Grandmother, great-grandmother, grandfather, great-grandfather die. And this is something that we have to go through with as a family. We have to go through impermanence. We have to go through loss. And it's wonderful when we can recognize the impermanence, because when we recognize impermanence, we behave quite differently. We become more humble. This is my case. I become more humble. I don't despise others. I don't want to blame others for the situation that the world is in. Actually, I see my own responsibility as a person of the human race. I don't feel, those people have destroyed my environment. But I always come back and I ask myself, what have I done to contribute to the destruction of the environment? So every time I get in the car, that is a question. I am contributing to the destruction of the environment. After making a deep vow, I will never take an aeroplane again. I kept that vow until this year. And this year I don't have to go, but I want to go to England. I haven't been there for some years, to see my blood family. And normally I would take the train. But now, such is the world, that the train is incredibly expensive, not reliable, and take a very, very long time to get there. And the sisters say it's not good for your health. So please let us buy a ticket. So I have not kept my vow. And I recognize that I contribute to the destruction of the environment. So that is, I come back to myself. And I recognize that I am on the boat. Yesterday, one sister said, the sinking boat. But I also have hope that the boat isn't going to sink, because I know that Homo sapiens developed from Homo erectus or Homo habilis or something. And I feel that Homo sapiens can develop a step further into Homo conscious. Homo conscious who practice mindfulness. Yeah. So that is my hope, but it's not only my hope, it's also my vow that I'm I put my whole heart into the practice of mindfulness in order to help Homo conscious to develop. And when I die, do I want to go to another planet? I want to be reborn? I don't know I don't think I will be reborn. Because I will be reborn in many ways. I have a body. That body is made up of earth, water, heat, air, and space, plenty of space in my body, and consciousness. 6 things, huh? Earth, water, heat, air, space, consciousness. That body is made up of 6 things. And that the earth will go back to the earth. The air will go back to the air. The space will leave space. When you cremate my body, leave some space for somebody else's body. Yeah. Yeah. The warmth will go back to the heat of the environment. The water will go back to the water. So it will go in many directions. My feelings, my perceptions, my mental formations will also go in many directions. I don't want to run away from this planet Earth. I want to continue to be, I'm not a bodhisattva now, but I want to continue as a bodhisattva that spring up from the earth. So when my ashes go back to the earth, and then and my water go back to the environment, then I want them to produce bodhisattva. And I can do that by the way I live now. So when the cat dies, or the dog dies, or grandmother dies, grandfather dies, we have to explain, we can explain to the children that they leave a space for us, for new living beings. And actually, you remember the beautiful things which you love about grandmother, grandfather. Do you think you can continue to those beautiful things? Do you remember the happiness that the dog, the cat brought you? Do you think you can continue that kind of bringing happiness to people, to other animals? Yeah. So that we can see how we can continue someone who's not there. And when you do that, you will see that actually I am my grandfather. I am my mother, my father who have died. understand some of the things that they could not do in their life because of their restriction upon them, because of the environment, some of the things they could not do, I can do for them. That I can transform some things for them. Something they could not maybe transform. That'll make me very happy. And I continue to talk to my mother. These are the people who passed away in my life. I continue to talk to my mother and my father about our journey together. When someone in our family passes away, we have a wonderful song that we sing. This body is not me. That means not you. Huh? This body that we see that is lying there in the coffin, this body is not me. You are speaking for the person who's in the coffin. Huh? This body is not me. I am not caught in this body. That person is telling you that. I'm not this body, huh? I'm not caught in this body. This body is not me. I'm not caught in this body. I am life without limit. You see cut down the tree, another tree grow. The forest, you go in the forest, you see life without limit. One thing died to give space to something else. I am life without limit. I've never been born. I never died. Over there is the wide ocean. Up there is all the galaxies, the universe with all the galaxies. All these things arise from the depth of consciousness. That is, we think the world is out there, outside of us, but actually coming without our consciousness, it could not be there. So that person is part of that wonderful world which is arising. That person also arises from the depth of your consciousness. And birth and death are a game, are a door through which we go in and out. Birth and death are a game of hide and seek. That is, the person seems to be hiding. You cannot see them anymore. So you have to find them. You have to talk to them. You have to find them. Find them in your daily life. So smile to me. This is what the person in the coffin says, huh? Smile to me. Don't cry, huh? Smile. You can cry too, it's okay. Nothing wrong with crying. But don't lose yourself in years and years of grief. Smile to me. Take my hand. That is, go on walking meditation and take my hand. You can walk with your loved ones. Let us say goodbye. And we will meet again. We will keep meeting again on the million walks of life. Something like this, huh? Somebody come and sing in Vietnamese. Thân này không phải là tôi. Who is a good voice who can do that? Huh? Anybody offer? Yeah, I don't know. Who have a good voice? Thầy nào, sư cô nào? Thân này không phải là tôi không kẹt vào thế nào. I don't see anybody. Ai hả? Rồi tới đây đi. I think it's easier to sing in Vietnamese than in English. But you know, this body is not me, the person in the coffin. I am not caught in this body. I am life without boundaries. I've never been born, I never die. Over there, the wide ocean. Thì chắc là có cái cuồng cái gì? Đại toàn đó. Ôi! Enjoy your breathing. This body is not me. I am not caught in this body. I am life without limit. I've never been born and never die. Over there, the wide ocean and millions of galaxies. All arise from the depths of consciousness. Birth and death only a door through which we go in and out. Birth and death only a game of hide and seek. So smile to me and take my hand and wave goodbye. Tomorrow we will meet again, or even before. We shall always be meeting again on this wonderful path. We shall meet in every moment on the million walks of life. Tiếng Việt. Được chưa? Where's the microphone, please? Oh, here. Sư là nó đứng ngồi hả? Ngồi hả?
So you sound a bit sad with me because I feel so bad if our elder calling we. So we just try in Vietnamese.
Yeah.
Just enjoy the English song.
I just tried, it worked not too bad.
Thân này không phải là tôi không kẹt vào nơi thân ấy. Tôi là sự sống thênh thang, tôi chưa bao giờ từng sinh mà cũng chưa bao giờ từng diệt. Nhìn kia biển rộng trời cao, muôn vàn tinh tú lao sao, tất cả đều biểu hiện tôi từ nguồn linh tâm thức. Tự muôn đời tôi vẫn tự do, tự sinh là cửa ngõ ra vào, tự sinh là trò chơi cuốn bắt. Hãy cười cùng tôi, hãy nắm tay tôi, hãy vẫy tay chào, để rồi từng thì gặp lại. Gặp lại hôm nay, gặp lại ngày mai, chúng ta đang gặp nhau nơi suối nguồn. Chúng ta sẽ gặp nhau từng phút giây trên muôn vàng nẻo sống. Something like that. I don't know if what I'm
Yeah,
singing,
thank
I'm
you
singing.
very much.
Thank
She
you,
has been
Sangha.
translating into Vietnamese all morning, and then I forced her to come up. Well, I didn't force her, she reckoned to come up and have to chant as well. Thank you very much. People like to hear Tiếng Việt, because that song, it started in Vietnamese and then get translated into English. We will be meeting at the source. I'm sorry, I forgot that bit. Yeah, we shall always be meeting at the source. We will meet on all the million walks of life. Mm. Oh, yeah. And I think that our teacher sung that, or Sister True Emptiness sung that song for Alfred Hassler of the Fellowship of Reconciliation when he's dying. And he was unconscious, but hearing that song, he gained consciousness, and he said, "Wonderful, wonderful." Shall we end here? Is enough? Huh?